YouTube, back with another video. Today I just want to kind of go over some of the Halloween accessories and Halloween decor that I've bought from different multiple stores that I just thought that were pretty cool pickups that some of you may want to look into if you're able to find some of these. I know with some of these stores they're hit or miss. You know, they put a lot of stuff out early and then once it sells out it's just a wrap. Especially stores like Home Goods, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, things of that nature. They don't really restock on a lot of these things. They put it out early and once it sells, it sells. So you may or may not be able to find any of these items, but I think they're just pretty cool to kind of go over to see if you can find them. Definitely things I think that you should pick up for this Halloween season. I'm actually going to do a series of these videos. So as I get more and more stuff, I'll do more items. I have a bunch of stuff in here now, so I don't know. Probably do maybe, I don't know, I'll maybe choose 6 or 7 items and then each video will have another 6 or 7 items in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and start it off. These are really cool pickups and I'll explain everything about each one and I'll have the links in the description of the video if you're able to get them online. So for example, Marshalls and TJ Maxx, they're not going to sell some of this stuff online, so you're probably going to have to go in store. Some of the Home Depot stuff they may or may not have online. Actually, I don't think any of these things are being sold online, and most of them are sold out. So but we'll get into that. But if there is a link to purchase it, I'll put it in the description below. So let's see, where should we start off first? I'll start off with some of my cool, well, I'll tell you what, I'll start off with a couple of things that I bought from Spirit Halloween that I think are really good pickups. Number one is this thing right here. This is called the multi-prop remote. If you haven't seen this or you don't know what this is a remote control that can control 4 of your animatronics, and you can control them by remote. And if you can see here in the camera, I'm not sure if it's picking up, but there's an A, there's a B, and then there's a C, and then there's a D. And each one of those connects to your animatronic. And the animatronic must have a try me mode. So that little connector, that little insert that you can put into that has the try me mode on it, it has to have one of those, from my understanding, for this to work. Now, I've read a lot of reviews. Everyone says this is great, so I know it works. I think it hasn't had any negative reviews, but it has to have that step pad or try me jack in order for it to work. This retails for $50, but Spirit Halloween, you can usually use the 20% off coupon they always have floating around, or they also have a new coupon that's been going around a lot lately, which is buy one, get one item 50% off, and it pretty much includes everything in the store except for animatronics. So I use this with a buy one get one half off purchase. So basically I got this well, I think I got 2 of these, so that brings it down to 50 plus 25, that's 75, let's say 80 after tax. So this came out to about $40 each, but highly recommend these. And from my understanding, the animatronics don't have to be close to one another. You can have them kind of spread out, and the one remote will control each one. So you have a center remote, and on that center piece, it has an A, B, C, D option. So I can control animatronic A, B, C, or D on that one remote. So if someone's outside, let's say for example, if some kids walk by, instead of them actually having to walk in front of the sensor, I can just trigger the remote and the animatronic will start moving on its own through the remote. So highly recommend this piece if you have a bunch of animatronics for outside or indoors. You may need 2 of these or more depending on how many animatronics you have. So that's one particular item. Another particular Spirit item that I think is really cool that they've been selling for years is their door covers. So I have the Mars Attacks Martian Warrior door cover because I have that animatronic. But they have a lot of cool ones in their selection. So if you just go to any Spirit store, you'll see these door covers, and they're really good quality. And the thing about these door covers is they have the actual the way that they're made. They have the like a bedspread sheet. Like when you put a sheet over your bed, it has that elastic in it to cover over the door. This isn't something that you just tape to a door or something that just you tie down to a door. You actually can put this on like a bed sheet. It has that elastic in it to fit the door really snug. These retail, I believe, for $23 each, and really, really cool. So Spirit Halloween, they have a lot on their website, but they also sell them on Amazon, and Amazon sells a lot of the older ones. So you'll find some on Amazon that you won't be able to find in the Spirit store because they're from previous years. And of course on eBay you can find different models as well, but they have some really cool prints and they're really good quality, and the prints look really good as well. So highly recommend these Spirit Halloween door covers because a lot of the ones on Amazon are very cheap and they don't have the elastic in it, and it doesn't fit snug all over the door. Okay, so these other two items, I think, oh no, one more Spirit Halloween item. Let me just go over this one real quick. So if you didn't know, some of you may be in need of something like this, but this is the Spirit Halloween pumpkin fence. But they have about 4 variations of fences right now they're selling this year. I think one has some skeletons on it, one has some skulls on it, and I think there's one that has like, I don't even know what you would call that design, but it's on their website. But here's the thing. So a lot of people probably don't think they need a fence. Like, why do I actually need a fence around my yard? If you're in a neighborhood like me, my houses are very close together. And once I put my animatronics out on my yard, I have a lot of neighbors who walk dogs. So I don't want their walking their dogs and their dogs peeing on Skelly or any of my other animatronics. So I'm putting up a fence in front of the animatronic. So, if a dog were to happen to pee on something, I'd rather them pee on this fence rather than my animatronic's foot. So you may think about that if you're not sure. If you live in a suburb or subdivision where your houses are very close to one another and there's a lot of people walking their dogs, this is something that you might need. This retails for $30 and you get 3 of them in the pack. Again, you can get these on 20% off, or you can use the coupon buy one get one half off. So I ended up getting, I think, 4 packs of these for my front yard, or maybe 5. But pretty cool. And this year, this is a different design they came out with this year with the pumpkins. I really like that. This is like a gold blackish tint. Looks really good in the sun. And let's see, it comes with 3 pieces. And once you assemble all 3 of these pieces, it comes out to, I think, a total of 54 inches. So 54 inches long once you do the whole pack of 3, and they're 36.25 inches tall, so about 3 feet tall all together. So you may actually need to pick these up, and they have the stakes in the ground to actually put them in the ground pretty easily. And they are plastic, they're not metal, but they look great, great design, and I think they're pretty cool for the price. So you might need to get that. So I'm just gonna do a demo on these little guys. But here's the thing, they're loud. Like, some of these things are super, super loud, and I don't understand why they're so loud. But anyway, let me do the mummy first. This is really cool, and I don't know, I hope YouTube doesn't copyright this, but I didn't even think about that. They might copyright this guy. Yeah, I don't think I can do it because it's the actual song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demo him, right? And I'm probably not going to be able to play the music because the music that he plays is Thriller, and it's off the Michael Jackson album. So it's the actual Thriller song with Michael Jackson's vocals. I can't play that on YouTube because I don't have the license to replay it, and it's copyrighted. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to play him. I'm going to turn the sound down when I actually have to show the clip, but you'll see the way that he's dancing, and I promise you he's dancing in line and in tune to the Thriller song. Really cool. He's $17 from TJ Maxx, and I think some Marshalls sell him as well. So I'm going to show you how he dances. This guy's really, really cool. If you can find him, he's definitely worth it. And he is, I believe, a Jimmy product as well, if I'm not mistaken. And here's another cute guy. Of course, this is all of our favorite. This is Gizmo. And here he goes in action. And the little bag says, "No Halloween candy after midnight." I didn't even realize his ears were folded the whole time. Really, really cute guys. $17 each. If you can find either one of these guys, I highly recommend that you pick them up. Yeah, sorry I couldn't actually play the music, but they're really cool. Let me show you this guy. So this guy is called the Pop-Up Pumpkin, and he's from Lowe's. He's $40. He's super, super expensive for what I think you're getting, but he is one of the coolest little mini pumpkins that I've seen in a couple of years. Of course, there's a Spirit Halloween that's probably like, they sell an Animatronic that's a little bit bigger than this, but it has the same concept. But this one, for the size of it, I think is really cool. What I don't like about this thing, though, it is super, super unnecessarily loud. So what I had to do before I even demo him, I had to get one of those things that you put like underneath your furniture when you want to move it on a smooth surface to move your furniture, like your kitchen table or your kitchen dining room chairs. The things that you put underneath it, little Velcro that you stick on the bottom of it so it can slide. I put one of those over the speaker of this thing, and it's still loud. It mutes it a lot more, but if I literally had this thing off, I actually bought, let's put it this way, I bought multiples of these, but it was so loud and irritating, I just returned them until I thought of a way to cover the speaker. I didn't think about that till after the fact. So I kept one, but these, I don't know why they make these things so loud, but it's just, yeah, it's a lot. But check this out. And again, pop-up pumpkin from Lowe's, and $40. If you can find them, because they are hard to find. My Lowe's sold out of them. Went to another Lowe's, found 3, bought all 3, returned it 2, and now I have this one. So here we go. Oh, I turned them off. Hold on. There is an on-off in a timer. I'm sorry, in a try me mode. Gizmo's looking at him like, what? So the eyes light up green, and this is like a fabric, but it looks like it's rubber. It's really one of the most coolest looking pumpkins. It does have a sensor in it as well, so when you walk by it, it can animate. But what really makes this thing bad is the sound. This thing, if you go to Lowe's and you read the reviews, there are people that are complaining about how loud this is, and some had to take theirs back as well. I am going to show you some of the cool Home Depot wreaths that they have out. I think this one is, I think all of their Halloween wreaths are 20 bucks. There's two in particular that I like. One has the actual pumpkins on it. There's another one that has more of a witch theme, and it has like eyes instead of the pumpkins, and it has witch's legs hanging from it. And then I think there's another one that has a big skull in the middle. But I like this one in particular because this one is more so of a neutral theme, meaning, you know, it's not witch theme, it's not skeleton theme, it's just a Halloween theme. It has pumpkins on it, so you can, you know, pretty much put it anywhere in the house. You have 1, 2, 3 pumpkins, and then you have some bulbs and holiday leaves, and you got candy corn and things up there. But I think this is really cool to have. A lot of people forget about the Halloween wreaths. So for 20 bucks from Home Depot, don't think you can beat that. Really good deal, really good price. Let me see, this is 20 inches tall. Well, 20 inches any way that you put it. So almost 2 feet height and width on this particular wreath. A doormat. So this particular one, this is 18 inches by 30 inches. So it's 30 inches long, almost 3 feet long, and almost a foot and a half tall. And just says, "Hey boo," and has a ghost on it. That's pretty much it. They got about 10 of these that vary in different designs and phrases and such, but I think this is real simple, it's cute, and it has a good you know, material on it for wiping off your shoes. There's some other ones on there that aren't as thick and just, you know, definitely a more cheaply made one. I didn't even know this was coming out. So this guy, and I know you've seen him, I know people have posted on him. He is really cool. When I first walked into Home Depot and saw him, I kept staring at him, and I saw that he glue in the dark. So everything that's white, the eyes and the rib cage and some of the tears in the front, they all glow in the dark. So I was like, that thing is cool. He's 40 bucks. He's 2.5 feet tall. But I wasn't sold on him yet. And then I went home, really didn't think much of it. So I started going back into the Halloween forums, and it was like everybody was raving about this thing, and everybody was talking about they wanted one. It was so hard to get. And I was thinking in my mind, you know, yeah, I wanted him too, but I didn't know it was that much of a demand for him, and that, you know, there was a possibility he could sell out and all of this stuff. So I really didn't pay too much attention to it. I was just like, you know, if I don't get it, I don't get it. It's not that big of a deal. Then my next visit, which was like a week later at a different Home Depot, had about 3 of them left, and then I ended up getting him. So highly recommend this guy. Soon as I brought him home and put him in the garage for storage, he started glowing. So he does glow. If you get one that doesn't glow, one of 2 things are happening. One, he wasn't in light enough for it to charge. So put him in sunlight to see if he charges. If you put him in sunlight and if he doesn't charge and he still doesn't glow, then I would return him and try to get a different one. I have seen people who've gotten glow-in-the-dark paint and have put paint in other places for him to glow. I'm pretty much okay with that, you know, at least for this year, but highly recommend this guy. The cool thing is he does have some weight to him. He's quality, and it feels like there's maybe sand or something in his feet. He seems like he's heavier in the feet area, so I'm assuming that he is weighted down in his feet by something that's on that base piece of him. So really cool piece. Definitely recommend him. How can we go wrong with this guy right here? How can we go wrong with the 3-foot Skelly? Now, when I first saw this guy being released on the initial day that Home Depot dropped everything, which was, you know, earlier in the summer, I wanted him tremendously. I was like, okay, I gotta have a miniature Skelly. But he sold out quickly, and I could not find him in any stores. Now, I'm in Central Florida. All of our Home Depots have had all of this Halloween stuff since everything dropped. There's nothing that I couldn't find except for him. And And then on a random Home Depot visit yesterday, just going in there to pop up to see what's sold, what hasn't sold, they had about 5 of these in stock, and I had to get one. So basically, this is the miniature 12-foot Skelly. He is he's a fourth of the size. He looks like an exact replica of the 12-footer, and that's what he's designed to do. His eyes do light up. Not sure if the camera's picking up on that, but they do light up. He's $40, and he does have his own base and stand, which is funny. You do have to get a hex screw, and which it does come with the little tool to screw him down into his base. So other than that, he doesn't move as far as the joints or anything. His arms go up and down though. You can pose him this way. Say hi, Skelly. All right, he's waving at you guys. So yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that moves is his arms, and his eyes light up. So he doesn't do anything special. He's just more so of a tribute to everything that started it all, which was the 12-foot skeleton. And yeah, I think he's definitely a great accessory as well. So that's it, guys. That is my first 10 items that I'm going to kind of just quickly talk to you guys about, as far as things that I think that you should probably try to pick up this Halloween season. And then I'll do a part 2 with another how many ever items for that one. So anyway, hope you guys are doing a great day. Happy Labor Day to everyone. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.